Hello students! Today I'm going to teach you how to tune your violin, viola, or cello using your fine tuners. If you're a beginner or you need a little bit of review, this one's for you, okay? Now before you get started, there are a couple of things that you'll need. For one, you'll need your instrument out and ready, and you'll need to make sure that you have your bow tightened and rosined. If you need to, pause this video and go ahead and get that out. Secondly, you'll need to have a tuner handy. Now, there are many free apps that you can download. This is an example of an app that I have for my iPad. I also have on my phone an Android app. As you can see, it's already tuning my voice. But my favorite one of all is this Korg metronome and tuner combo, which I put in my viola case. This you can get on Amazon, or you should be able to find this one or a similar model at your local music store. Okay. One thing you'll notice is all of the screens look a little bit different, but they pretty much work the same. So find a tuner that's easy to use and that works for you, and that should do fine. One thing you will want to make sure of is, especially if you have a tuner like this, make sure that this number in the corner says 440 Hertz. That's going to make sure that your A is at the right pitch. Okay, now let's get started. Since we're using our fine tuners, you want to make sure that your strings are pretty close to how they're supposed to sound. If they're way off, that will mean that you'll need your tuning pegs, which look like this, okay? These are a bit trickier. It's a whole lot easier to break a string that way. Not good. So if you are way off and you need your pegs, I suggest that you get help from a teacher or go to your local music store and they'll fix your instrument up for you. Your fine tuners, as you might already know, look like this. If you notice on my viola, I actually only have one, but many of you probably have all four. So what you're going to do is take the instructions for this, and then you'll just do it on each of your strings. Okay, first I'm going to play all of my strings and see if yours match. I'm going to play my A, my D, my G, and then my C string for violas and cellos. If you play violin, I'll give you an E in just a moment, all right? So here's my A. Play yours and see if it sounds close. Here's my D. Go ahead and try yours now. Here's my G. Try yours. And here's my C string for violas and cellos. Okay. If you play cello, I'm going to give that to you again, except I have my piano here. I'll give you those pitches if you had a little bit of a hard time hearing it. Once again, here's the A. Go ahead and play yours. Here's the D. All right. Now here's a G. Check yours. And here's your low C. Very good. If you play violin, here's an E for you. Play your open E. Very good. All right. Let's get right to it. Okay. First, you really want to make sure you know which way is right and left. Okay? When we move our fine tuners, we're going to be turning it to the left to loosen it. You can also call that counterclockwise or backwards from the way the clock goes, right? If we want to tighten our strings, we turn it to the right. An easy way to remember this is the saying righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You might have heard that before, okay? Now, you'll figure out left and right by looking at the top of your instrument. So if I hold my instrument like this, that's how I'm going to see it. For cello, it works the same for you, okay? Now, I'm going to turn on my tuner, and I'm going to start with my A string. I'm going to play it first. See if I can show you the tuner in the screen. Now you'll see this tuner is showing that my A is a little bit flat. See how the arrow is off to the left? It means it's a little bit low. There's also the flat sign at the top, which you may or may not be able to see in this camera. Okay, I'll play it one more time. Look at how the arrow is off to the left. That means it's just a tiny bit too low. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fine tuner and turn it just a little bit to the right. And by a little bit, I mean maybe a half a turn, really tiny. Let's play this again. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Do you see that? It's still just a little bit low. I'm going to play it, I'm going to tighten it, turn it to the right, and play it one more time. Look at that. You see how it's green and it's smack dab in the middle? Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to show you how to fix it if it's just a little bit too sharp. Take a look at my tuner as I play my A. See how it's off to the right? Okay, or you see the little sharp symbol there? Can you guess which way I'm going to turn it? Right or left? I need to loosen it, so I'll go to the left. Okay? I'm going to take my fine tuner, turn it that way. Off to the left. Let's try that again. Pretty close. So now I've got to turn it a tiny bit more to the left. Maybe a quarter turn. And now it's green. All right? So that is how to tune with your fine tuners. You'll repeat those steps for each of your 4 strings. Okay? So you'll make sure, 1, your strings are close. 2, you want to make sure that you know which way is left and right. Right? Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. 3, you'll play it for the tuner to see which direction to go. And 4, you're going to adjust it little by little. Now I recommend you play, move it a little, play again, and move it a little if you need to. That will help you to not break the string. If you make it way too tight or way too sharp, your string will definitely break. So you want to be very careful. The other thing is, most tuners will show the name of the note that you're playing. Remember in the beginning how I had you listen to make sure your strings matched? That's another way to check. So while I'm playing A, it should say A in this screen. Not A sharp, not A flat. Those are different notes. Just A. All right, and that is how to tune your instrument.